Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had just done a couple of battles and gained a full army capacity once again. Now, as we can see here, Leslie is, well, shall we say, telling us about her backstory, and, well, I'm not entirely sure whether I really want to know, but let's see. Yavexholm's where my brother and I landed when we first arrived in Pendor. Our hopes were so high and we wouldn't wait to start traveling. We couldn't wait to start traveling and trading. Yes. People say the Fyrdsvainers... The Fyrdsvainers? Okay, are barbarians, but they have good heads for trade. The people up and down the coast grow flax, which they weave into linen. It can't compete with Janos silks and velvets as a luxury fabric, but it makes good summertime wear, as well as sails for ships. Linen was one of the few goods that someone else in Pendor wasn't already making. My brother and I had saffron, cinnamon, cloves, pepper, and other spices in a chest full of dinars. From Yavexholm, we traveled towards Laria to trade for Nordor artifacts and pottery. We estimated that even if we couldn't find artifacts, we could buy linens, furs, velvet, iron, and wool, the extra horses to carry them back to Yavexholm, and still make a profit, if only we'd taken the Jatu into account. Well, there we have it. That's unfortunate for them, and we are going to be making our way in here, and I think it's probably about time that we sell our strange rune bow, because even though it is really nice, and I'd like to keep it, it's probably not going to get used very soon because obviously Julia is still doing her own thing, and the main reason, because we're probably in all actuality going to be able to buy a better or equal value or equal stat line bow from Quigfen once we unlock him. So that is my reasoning behind this right now, and I think we're probably going to be selling it. I'd like to be able to assess the local prices, but I'm going to sell it first, and we're going to see. I'm going to buy some food just so that we can lower that a little bit. Now, I would like to get some honey as well, and, well, what else? There's not much really that we can get, so I suppose that will be it, and we'll just gain, well, everything they can. Thank you very much. So let's head into the tavern real quick. I do want to head back to Sez, because I would really like to, well, start getting some knighthood orders going and all of that. Well, we do have a Qualis gem for that, so maybe it would be an idea, but as I say, I do want to get Quigfen going, but maybe it would be a good idea just to get the knighthood order so that we have a little bit more security? Maybe? So let's see here, what's going on here. I was told yesterday of a rumor from a wandering ranger by the name of Talon of Tharn, regarding rogue and outlawed knights. A few nights passed after dark, when he was waiting for a fellow ranger, he heard from the Valenbray armorer that a group of renegade knights tangled with one of the adventure companies, and came off badly in that battle. It might have been the Iron Sword Company, they thought. Oh, okay. Anything else? Do you have anything else to tell me? No, not particularly. Well, I'd still like to find where Phineas is. He's currently at a hidden outpost. Pretty sure I know where that is, but we'll see. Okay. Well, we're probably going to be heading on over to Sez now because, oh, yes, huge amount of Fyrdsvain. Do bear in mind, the Fyrdsvain have now made peace with Sarleon, I'm pretty sure. So let's just take a look. Yes. So they are all going to be heading up to Ravenstern territory, which might actually be a good idea for us to follow them. We have no quests right now, so maybe it would be an idea to follow them? I don't really know. I'd like to start our knighthood order as quickly as possible, so maybe, if we can, it would be rather nice to, well, hand in our only Qualis gem just in case we were to lose it at some point. You never know. It might happen. And, oh. Well, that's interesting. Yes. Well, whatever the case, we are going to be heading back to Sez, and we can actually, oh yes, we can now go to Sarleon territory, which is fantastic. So we can actually head in there and see if we can buy a bakery. I think that would be fantastic to do that. Yes? Ah! Oh, no? We'd like to know you a little bit better. We can be, oh. Do you have a job for me? Oh, okay, well, I'm going to do this mainly because we really need to get their relations up so that we can start earning a little bit of cash from their enterprises and so forth. So we're going to be doing this, and I'm pretty sure Bretvan, which is close by, as you can see, it's actually on our way there, is going to be the place where we need to rescue the kidnapped girl. And I know this is a very early game quest for us to be doing, but to increase the relation of a town, what else can you do? Well, you can actually buy some wine and maybe some beer in the tavern for everyone, and that improves relations by 1 or maybe 2, I think. Not entirely sure on the exact numbers, but I do know that that is a way to do it, apart from doing quests for the Guildmaster, of course. Let's try and avoid the heretic army, please. Okay, so now Bretvan. Ah, there you are. Okay, so they do have 40 bandits, but we will be dealing with them very, very easily. Oh, what is going on here? Leslie! Ah, how dare you! Okay, so she is not liking Donovan at all, and Donovan is a capable member of this company, and you have just joined, so I don't think you have any right to say anything about him, but whatever the case, no way, you release the girl first. I have no intention to pay you anything. Yes, we are going to be attacking them, 82 against 40, but we do actually have 54 cavalry units on the battlefield. I'm pretty sure if we just charged in, we would win in less than 10 seconds, so let's try and just charge absolutely everyone. We want to get all of our cavalry just marching, just galloping straight towards them, and we are going to be steamrolling them rather nicely, I feel. So let's see if we can actually use our throwing weapons a little bit, because, well, these guys don't pose too much of a threat, and as you can see, we're actually dealing some damage. Can you believe it? We're actually dealing some damage with our throwing weapons. Isn't that amazing? I am amazed. Oh yes, thank goodness they have no shields. That's all I can say. Look at that, we're actually killing them. Amazing. Well, there we go. That actually worked rather well. Well, yes, they have no shields. What else do you expect, really? They have no shields, so it is remarkably easy to eliminate them, of course. And, well, everyone else is now just going to pile on in here and eliminate them as quickly as possible. So, yes, we're going to be heading on over to Cez, going into the castle there, and seeing if we can... Oh, no. Yes. Seeing if we can actually do something about getting a knighthood order. We are going to be losing one of these heretic minions, because we actually do need to take the kidnapped girl into our party. So let's just do that. So Roland equipped a step cap. He had no helm? Wow, okay, he actually had no helm. I'm pretty surprised about that. Leslie equipped a couple of things as well, fantastic. And I'm not going to be taking anything in actual fact. Okay, yes, so Alyssa and Sir Roland are not having a good time of things. Sir Roland is a valuable member of this company, and, yes, what we are going to do is send Alyssa off, because we want her to... Let's see. Yes, I suppose you know that I aspire to be king of this land. Yes. Yes. Perhaps you might be a good king for Pendor. Would you then support my cause? Yes. There we go. Very good, you do that. Okay, there we go. So now she's going to go off for a little bit of time, and then she will, of course, return at some point in the future. And now let us speak to the kidnapped girl once again. Yes, come with me. There we go. There's a little bit of a script error, but nothing we really need to worry about. Ooh, we have some heretic coven parties going on here. Need to be a little bit careful, considering a heretic army is very close by. So now let us make our way back to Sarleon, because obviously we don't want to fail the quest. We just want to get that done as quickly as possible, and then we'll head on to Cez and do our knighthood order business, if we can at least. I have actually forgotten the intricacies of knighthood orders and so forth, so this may indeed be, well, a little bit difficult. And there we go! We have completed that, and hopefully that will give us a good amount. How much do we have now? -2. So let's head into the tavern, see if we can buy some relation. Yes. 1,000 dinars. Well, I suppose it's worth it, isn't it? Ah, -1, of course. Okay, does he have another job for us? He does. Oh, no. Hunt down these bandits. Okay, why not? We kind of need to do it, so why not? Let's just see if we can. But where are they? That is the problem. That is the actual problem. So I'm going to cut away and we'll see if we can find these bandits. It might take some time. Okay, so luckily, well, maybe unluckily as well, the Sarno expedition, which was the party of mercenary units that we saw outside Sarlian, they ran off, and I wondered why they actually did that, and so we know now. They were pursuing our bandits. So, we are going to be charging the enemy and, well, literally just charging them, because, well, tactics and actually fighting against these guys is just pointless in my opinion, but yes, we are going to be taking these guys out and hopefully completing the quest that way. Not entirely sure if it's going to make any difference, of course, because, well, they engaged first, and I'm a little bit worried about that. Now, I think our horse is actually crippled, because as you can see, we're moving a lot slower than everyone else. So this is going to be a little bit worrying, I have to say. Now, I was hoping to get a couple of kills here with our thrown weapons, but as you can plainly see, it is just way too easy for all of our cavalry. So it's probably not going to result in any kills for us, which is, well, quite disappointing, but, well, what can you expect, really? And there it is. Now, Anson has leveled up, and I do realize that. It's just the fact that, okay, Lydia of Sarno, wow, she looks very, well, she means business, shall we just say. And we'll capture a bandit. Now, has that given us anything? Well, let's see. Leslie equipped a ragged outfit. I'm pretty sure she can get better than that. Well, whatever the case, there we go. So have we completed the quest? Yeah, and that is exactly the point. As you can see there, they've been eliminated by another party. This fellow actually did engage them first, but what could I do? He was going to win. He was going to win, so I was thinking to myself, well, let's hope, shall we? Let us hope that we'll be able to do just that. So, okay. Nothing much more to do, I suppose, other than head on to Cez. I would really like to have gotten that bakery, but I think we've spent enough time here, and it would be a good idea just to head onward now. So there's a heretic coven being chased by some secular knights. And, well, not much more we can do, I suppose. So let's just head on down here. And as you could see, actually, in our weekly wages, we are losing a little bit more than we are gaining right now. So a little bit worried about that, I gotta say. But hopefully, once we are able to change more of the ironworks to bakeries, maybe that will change in due time. Now, we need to be very careful here, of course, because the snake cult is very prevalent in this area. As you can see, we have a snake cult patrol, and we also have a snake cult army, which is absolutely fearsome. I really... oh my, there's actually two of them. Can you believe that? Two snake cult armies in close proximity to each other. And, oh yes, Donovan, of course, you are not liking Leslie either. And, well, tell Leslie you have my support in this. Yes, of course. She's going to be leaving very, very soon, I have a feeling. Okay, so, otherwise, the Empire appears to be absolutely just getting massacred completely right here. And, oh, there is Sir Roland. He's actually telling us a little bit about himself. I was born near Cez, as I may have told you. It's a beautiful city, bustling with traders with the lapping of the waves as background music. Marius has done much for it, most particularly in his efforts to drive out the accursed snake cult. Our shrines are to Damia Providio, the original Pendor goddess. We were on our way to the Harvest Festival when the serpents took my parents. I still remember those festivals. Damia's shrine heaped with ripe ears of corn. Everyone celebrating the end of a good harvest. Musicians came from miles around, and there was dancing in the town square at night. The Empire celebrates no festivals now, because those filthy serpent cultists are everywhere. We must find and kill more of them, Captain. They befoul all Pendor, not just the Empire. Though my loyalty is to my order now, I cannot help but mourn what the Empire has become. Well, hopefully we will return it back to its former glory, although I'm probably going to be creating my own faction as quickly as I can. And it appears as though we have not replaced the ironworks here just yet. So, proceed with the sale, thank you very much. And we will be speaking to the Guildmaster post-haste and getting a bakery. Thank you very much. There we are. That is fantastic. So, now let us head into the castle and see if we can do something about our knighthood order. Now, I'm not entirely sure if we can do this right now, but we're going to see if it is indeed possible. Maybe. I think we might actually need to be the owner of our own fief, as it were, so it's probably not going to work right now, or at least, as we can see, there doesn't appear to be anyone here that we can speak to, so that is indeed a problem. Maybe someone down here we can speak to? Aha. Here we go. Is there anything I can do to help? Yes. Here we go. Very well, Bertil the Lesser. I want you to hunt down as many as you can of those blots of blood and grease staining the Imperial lands, adventurer companies, and any snake cult too. Are you up for some bounty hunting? Yes, why not? Okay, and let's see. Tell me of your skills. Look at these guys. Oh, yes, we need these guys on our side. Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can do to help? I hear you have some problems with rivals. We do have an ongoing feud with the Empire Immortals based in Janos. While the history between our two orders has been difficult at best, they seem to want to escalate the conflict further. They have sent louts and mercenaries to harass our patrols around Sez. This is unacceptable and they must be stopped. Will you do us a favor and drive off the interlopers? Oh, certainly, the Empire Immortals are not my friends, I suppose. We will try to do this. For a moment I thought you would refuse. I'm glad you're on the right side of this argument. The rival patrol is in the vicinity of Sez. Seek it out and defeat it. Well, we will try our very best, but it's unlikely that I will be able to actually complete this. It's going to be quite difficult, I have a feeling. Now, let's see here. Well, have you heard any rumors of interest? Yes. Okay. Ah, the snake cult. Everywhere they are, it appears. Okay, nothing else there. I want to sell all my prisoners, thank you very much. Ooh, 2,000. Very nice. And we have a Mettenheim adventurer there, I feel. And, well, not much else, I would say. So, let's see here. Rival patrol. There they are. So I suppose we will be doing battle with them. They have 19 Empire Immortals and 22 Empire Mortals. This is actually not seeming to be a very good plan, I have to say. I am not happy with this, in actual fact. So, yes, let's go for some more wound treatment from him. And yeah, this is going to be probably a death sentence. I have a feeling this is going to be a death sentence. Is it just me? Well, whatever the case, let's go! Yes, there we go. Greetings! We are hunting a group of snake cultists on order of Marius Imperator. Have you by chance seen them? That is irrelevant for your hunt. Ends here? I'm afraid no, but good hunting to you. Okay, just wait a second real quick. Is this guy gonna join in? It's unlikely, isn't it? Because obviously he is going to be doing battle with some snake cultists right now, so I suppose we will just head in and see. Oh, yes, okay. Well, I'm a little bit worried about this, because if these guys are anything like the Shadow Legion Centurions that we just looked at, then we will be dying very quickly indeed. Maybe I should order my troops to attack without us, because if we do that, then we're on even footing, and it might actually result in us winning more than just charging in. I think we're actually going to try that. As we can see, look at that, we are almost even. We're doing a little bit better. Okay. Yes, even if we lose a couple of units, I don't really mind. As long as we win in the end, I really won't mind that much. Okay, so we only have 9 enemies remaining. I think we can send in yet again. There we go. Fantastic. And we get 10 Immortals to sell and 5 Empire Mortals. And we only lost, well, a very small amount of units than otherwise. I think we would have lost many, many more. And so there we go. That is actually really nice. And we can get some black greaves. Fantastic. And some better gauntlets as well. Oh yes, here we go. This is what we want to see. Okay, so we have some huge throwing spears right here. Very, very nice throwing spears. I can actually give some to our other throwing weapon specialist, and that is, of course, Alyssa. There's an Empire Immortal shield as well, which we will want to use once we gain a good amount of shield skill. And I think I'm actually going to just take everything here. I'm going to put these back in because our companions may want to use these swords and various other things right there, but otherwise that will be fine. So as you can see, Julia has equipped the mail boots and the leather gloves, and I suppose we'll take the swords and that will be fine. So there we go. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so the Empire Immortals are not liking us so much now, but we have completed the quest, which I have to say is remarkable. I was really not anticipating us being able to complete it, but I have settled the problem with the Empire Immortals. There we go. We have improved our relation with the Shadow Legion by 3. Is there anything else I can do to help? Okay, so apparently I just need to do that other quest that we have, which is a bounty hunt. Oh my! Asked you to hunt down adventurer companies and snake cult parties while achieving a rating of 3,000 or more. Well, we have 20 days to finish this, and we will be attempting to do that, but next time. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.